Hey everybody, this is Jason for Blue Weather, and this is your tropical storm update. All right, the one you see at the top is tropical depression number 14. The one you see at the bottom was tropical depression number 13. Now is been tropical storm Laura. So it's been upgraded this morning by the National Hurricane Center, and you can see where possible tracks are. The first one being, anywhere around the Texas, Louisiana area, and the other one being around the Alabama, Florida Panhandle area. Tropical Storm Laura, the one that's should have approached Alabama, is 40 knots, maximum winds, 1,008 millibar. Expected to stay a tropical storm for a good while until it gets past Florida, to where it's forecasted to maybe reach Category 1 hurricane. So far, what we've seen, both may only be a Category 1 hurricane. We'll have to see. There has been some model data saying the one towards Louisiana, tropical depression number 14, may get a lot bigger than that. So we'll just have to see. Here's some guidance for the tropical storm Laura. This is the model guidance, and you can see most of them takes it right to the Panhandle of Florida into Alabama, and then curves up into the Mid-Atlantic area. We'll also have to watch, that to see if it gives any kind of heavy rainfall up in the Appalachian Mountains. So we'll have to see as we get closer. This here's also for that system. You can see where Laura on the GSF ensembles, same kind of scenario. The dark black line you see is the operational model that comes out every 6 hours. The other lines that you see is when the models run several times. You can see there's not a lot of agreement when you run that model several times, but usually the GSF model this far out is not the best model to go off of anyways. This is the Canadian model. You can see it turns it a little bit quicker, basically almost keeping it in Florida and then going up the coast. So that's a scenario that's not out of the question, but we'll just, it's not imminent yet either. This was the intensity guidance for Laura. And as you can tell, next few days it's forecasted to stay in the tropical storm size. But as you get into the first of next week, very well possible that it could be Category 1 hurricane when it reaches the warm water of the Gulf. Now this here is the Navy model. I'm sure some of you have probably seen on the internet and social media floating around about these two systems meeting together, making one big megastorm. Is simply just not going to happen, guys. And besides that, that's called a Fujiwara effect, when you get two hurricanes, tropical systems close together, 190 miles or so apart, and they draw each other. And usually what ends up happening, if that, that happens, usually one weakens the other or both weakens, and you just end up with a huge mess instead of a huge hurricane. But the timing on this Navy model was kind of suggesting that it would both would hit the Gulf Coast about the same time. This is not true. I just wanted to show you that this, this model was shown there, but it's not true that it's not going to fall in that same 24-hour period. If you look at the actual hurricane data from the hurricane models, it has number 14 hitting Louisiana Monday night, early Tuesday morning. But when you look at the one that Tropical Storm Laura, it shows it hitting Wednesday morning. So you got about a day of separation there. So let's go back and look at that. That's hour 99 from now, and that's hour 126. So you can see you've got more of that's you got 20 some hours, 20 some to 30 hours legitimately in between the two, so they won't landfall the same time. Let's look at the HWRFP. You see how it shows number 14 once it becomes a hurricane hitting Louisiana at hour 99, which is Tuesday morning during the dark hours. That same time exact shows it Laura way back still in the Gulf. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, there still could be a huge impact, though. I mean, a lot of coastal flooding, surging, and stuff like that. It's not out of the possibility. I mean, with two hurricanes in the Gulf system, but it's not going to literally hit the same time. It's not going to happen. You can see at about the same time that other one was hitting Louisiana right there. The other one would be way back here, just past Florida. Then as you get into Tuesday night, starting to approach Alabama. Now these tracks are not, like I said, not set in stone. Then you look at this HMON hurricane model. It also has number 14 hitting Louisiana on Monday, which is way ahead of what the other one would be. So there's not going to be a Fujiwara effect. There's not going to be a mega storm created by these two. But, if both would fall on the coast the same day, which I just don't see it happening, I think that hasn't been done since 1933, so that would be kind of historical. But we'll just have to see. I think it's going to be 24 to 36 hours apart from hitting land. Guys, you have a good one.